Alright, take one from the top, ladies and gentlemen. Quiet on the set. Alright, action at 10 seconds. Okay, no, 10 seconds went by. Action at 15 seconds. The Full-Time Top Decker presents How to Make a Good Deck. As every MTG player knows, you're only good at the game if you can homebrew your own kick-ass deck capable of destroying everyone at your middle school lunch table. And let me tell you right now, this is you. See that? Scared and unsure of what to do with yourself. But by the time you finish this video, you'll start to look a little bit more like this. Yeah. Now, I know what you're thinking.
But Nay-san, wait, I don't know how to build a deck.
Well, little girl, don't you worry, because I'm about to stuff your head full of knowledge. What? I said head. Dirty sons of bitch. Step 1. Choosing a color scheme and archetype. Perhaps the most important thing to consider when building a deck from scratch is what color and archetypes you want to include in your deck. The world of MTG archetypes and color combos is vast and confusing, but with this simple trick, you'll never have to deal with bad attribute synergy again. Now, in this area, you are given quite a lot of room for personalization. You could have a 2-color deck, a 3-color deck, a 4-color deck, or even a 5-color deck, or, as I like to call it, the wrong choice. As a beginner, though, you'll probably want to stick with a single-color deck. Heck, even as a returning veteran to the sport, why bother with the chore of buying expensive dual lands when all the fun you could ever want is right in front of you in the form of a beautiful, simple, utilitarian single-color deck? Remember, when choosing a single-color deck, never choose white, because it sucks and you suck if you like it. Also, remember not to choose blue, because it rhymes with shoe. Basically, if you're making a single-color deck, make it red, because that's the easiest color to start off with. Now, as for archetypes and playstyles, seeing as you are a new player, the easiest path will be whatever seems to be the fastest paced, dumb as a stump aggro deck your soggy little mitts can dream up. Try incorporating such wonderful cards as Monastery Swiftspear, or Goblin Grenade, or even Tybalt the Chandra. Anyways, Step 2. Lands. Lands are the driving force behind every deck, and any good deck has a proper land balance. This is basically like making sure that your car has enough gas in it, but not too much so that your engine doesn't get flooded and keep giving you basic lands. As a rule of thumb, you want just slightly over 1/3 of the cards, around 20 to 40 in your deck, to be lands. However, there are a few exceptions. If you're building a commander or EDH deck, the rules change a little, so you should instead shoot for between around 22 to 35 lands, with a slight weight towards more rather than less. This is just to make up for the fact that EDH games tend to be a little bit more forgiving towards mana flooding and mana droughts. Oh, and by the way, fuck you, Alex from school. EDH is a stupid format and your face is stupid, so shut up and stop showing people my WordPress blog, please. If you're like my friend Ryan over at my local game store, and you're building a vintage artifact deck, you should probably stop wearing Minecraft shirts and get a real job. Now that you have your deck's color, archetype, and land balance figured out, make sure to brag about your new deck to everyone. I'm sure you're wondering, what should I do now? Should I go out and buy all the cards on toywiz.com? No, you gnome. First, download a fun little app called Cockatrice and buckle your butthole, because we're about to start net decking, motherfucker! Step 4. Net decking. Net decking is a great way to get a sense of how your deck will actually perform against other decks in real life, without needing to waste all of your hard-earned lunch money on pact of negations. Why am I so bad with money? Cockatrice is a pretty well-designed app. Even though its name is a little strange, it is a very useful tool in tweaking your deck to perfection. Also, never go into random legacy games because everyone on the main server is a total dude. Play around with all the different cards you can find here, because God knows you'll never see half of them in real life. Anyways, after fine-tuning your deck by playing maybe 4 local games against nobody, your deck is finished. You're now ready to move on to the final step.
Step 5!
Now that your deck is perfect and in no way designed around a stupid parody YouTube video you found while on that weird part of YouTube, it's time to get spending. Remember, Foils and altered arts are always worth spending like 4 to 5 times as much per card. Jesus. To start off, try looking at these totally fairly priced sites that you can buy your cards at. Now, go out there and waste your time and money creating an awesome deck that probably won't even do well, but it's okay because squirrels and decks and squirrel decks and sadness. And my tongue got burnt trying to eat a Hot Pocket. Fuck you, Toby Turner!